My name is Ronnie Cruz, and this is Path of the Network Marketer.
All right, welcome back to the show. In today's episode, we are going to talk about the Twitter implosion. That's right, the Twitter implosion. We are a marketing podcast, so talking about online marketing and social media marketing, we can't exclude Twitter from the equation. Now, by the time you're hearing this, whatever was going to happen has already happened, right? I'm recording this on the day that Elon Musk set as the ultimatum, right? Like you have until 5 p.m. today to decide whether or not you're going to align with what I want with this company and this app. So we'll see what happens. But I did want to talk about it today because, Twitter is part of that social sphere. And in fact, it's an institution, right? It's an institution. So how does that affect our marketing? Well, I don't know. For me, personally, I don't really use Twitter for my network marketing business, largely because I feel like it's a place where people just scream at each other all day long, right? Now, I do have it, again, for my other show, Path of the Jedi, because I found that it's been a great place to connect with like-minded people, right? I'm connected there with some other Star Wars podcasters, other fans like myself, so it is a good place to meet like-minded people. However, be mindful that be mindful of and just filter out the 99% of the rest of the noise, because you can easily get sucked into very, very unproductive, negative scrolling, right? Like the feed is just, again, it's a bunch of people yelling at each other and mad at each other. So just be mindful of that if you're using Twitter, if you continue to use Twitter after the big shakedown. Now, the other conversation I wanted to have about this, however, is completely outside of the app itself and of social media. It's more of a mindset thing and personal development, and that is, I want to talk about Elon Musk, right? Like he's I think the more he's become, the more he has stepped into the public sphere, the more we've seen of him, right? Like the more parts of him we've seen, right? And I think as the years have gone by, especially like the last 5 or so years, we've seen kind of some wacky sides of him, right? Like he definitely has his foibles. Yes, he has his accomplishments and the things that he's great at, but he has a lot of flaws. And so the conversation that I wanted to have about this is, understand that there is a difference between having a role model and hero worship, right? I have a lot of role models. There are a lot of people that I look up to and that I want to emulate, who I want to model myself after, right? Because when you see somebody, and that's natural, right? If you're on a success journey, if you're on a entrepreneurial journey, if you're on a personal development, self-growth journey, even if you're on a fitness journey, whatever it happens to be, when we see somebody with the results that we want to achieve, it's natural to want to model them and to see what they're doing, because that makes our journeys a little bit easier, right? Like if we have somebody kind of blazing a trail, then we can follow the trail. What you have to be careful of is not to elevate them so much on a pedestal that it becomes hero worship. Because when somebody in your head, in your mind, reaches that level of like godlike achievement, then it ceases to become role modeling, and it does become hero worship, and it becomes completely unproductive for you, right? It's telling you that this person has some kind of secret sauce or magical ability, and that's why they achieved what they achieved, and therefore because you don't have those things, you don't have those secret ingredients, then you can't achieve what they've achieved. I want you to understand that, yes, Elon has done a lot, and I'm sure it took a lot of work, and it continues to take a lot of work. You have that ability as well, right? And that goes for any role model or any hero that you might have. Yes, have role models. It's important to do that because, again, that makes your path a little bit clearer. But understand that you have within yourself everything that you need, all the capability to achieve exactly the same things that your role models and the people that you hold in high regard have achieved. Right? There's nothing that necessarily separates you from them other than time and experience. And so use them as a guide, use them as the model, and follow in the path behind them. don't elevate them to that God status. There was that video from ages ago, and it was a video that somebody put together with, it's a Will Smith audio track. Like, he's got this voiceover track in the background talking about how success and achievement aren't this like godlike esoteric thing that's only available to a select few. It's something that each and every one of us have within us to be able to tap into. And so that's really the message that I wanted to share with you guys. I know a lot of people look up to Elon Musk, but as we've seen, he definitely has a lot of flaws, and he is definitely human. And to me, I love to humanize my role models, because that tells me that if they can do it, so can I. So that's the message for you guys today. If your hero, if your model can do it, if they can achieve all these amazing things that they've achieved in their lives, so can you. So that's it for today. We'll catch you in a fresh new episode tomorrow. So until then, be well, be safe. We'll see you in the next episode.